Day for criminal. We're going to go out of order just a little bit. We'll begin with David Russell, who is number 92 on the list.
Mr. Russell is my case. I know you did previously belong to Ms. Merrick and Mr. Flaherty.
I have him listed as no. Do you have an attorney, sir?
I do not, Your Honor.
Do you wish to have an attorney appointed?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. You understand you have a right to an attorney in these proceedings?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
May I ask something to them in particular?
Sure, but let's go ahead and make the announcement. This is case number 2021-2535. I just want a general, where are we at? And then what do we need to do here today?
Your Honor, as I said, he was previously represented. I believe you granted the counsel's motion to withdraw. It was a probationary offer. We were at one point also looking at mental health court, but I believe that Mr. Russell had rejected those offers, and as he mentioned, he has a question now. I don't know if it's appropriate to ask.
Go ahead.
I just want to know if you're done retarding my relationship with my daughter after 10 months of not being able to
Sir, we're
tell
not
her.
We're
getting
dealing
into
with the
that.
case.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I just was hoping
So
to
are
get...
you, so is there an offer on the table?
Your Honor, it's still a probationary offer. We believe it's appropriate given the
You
issues.
want to go to trial, or you want to?
I would
Have you
absolutely
had a
love to go to
discussion? You want to go to
trial.
trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll announce ready for trial. Are you ready for trial?
I can be, Your Honor.
Okay,
There
well,
were
let's
no.
do ready for trial.
Sure.
We'll come back on our docket day. At that time, I'll engage in a longer colloquy with the defendant as far as representation, et cetera. So we'll come back on September 6th for docket day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, we'll begin at the top. I don't know the name. Mr. Allen, why don't you come forward? You can. Naran, how do you pronounce his name, sir? Okay. Please come forward. State announced, please.
Your Honor, I'm just trying to find her file. Just do this. Your Honor, this is case number 21-2317. Melania, I'm sorry, Noronskaya, is that correct? Or even close?
Close. Where are we at? Counsel, where are we at?
Your Honor, we had made a probationary offer, but I do not believe that it was accepted. I haven't spoken to Mr. Allen since the last court date, so I do not know where we are.
Ready for trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay?
So we'll come back on docket day, September 6th.
Yes, sir. Is that at 9?
That is, sir. Victoria Cameron. Would the state approach? 7:58. Court's been in communication with the defense counsel. We'll continue to docket day on September 6th for an update at that point.
Yes, sir.
Stephen Jamison. Good morning.
Your Honor, as the court's aware, we filed a stipulated motion for continuance, and I think the court wanted to discuss the.
Well, the only reason I
status.
did is because at the last hearing, you announced this was the last continuance. I just wanted to know where we are at. There may be some circumstance, but I just wanted to
The reason for that is we took depositions, and then we engaged an expert, and there's some photographs of a surgery that we need.
Okay.
We have no objection.
Okay. So do you anticipate, again, I don't want these
We
statements of
anticipate
last,
meeting next time.
yeah, and that's fine, there's always circumstances, and I don't
Thank
mind, but I just want to kind of be aware of it so that we're all kind of moving in the same direction. The
Yes,
court will
sir.
grant your motion to continue, we'll come back on October 24th.
Thank you, Judge.
Next is Anthony Nakamis.
Your Honor, that's Byron Cotton's case. I have a written plea agreement that's been signed by the defendant, Mr. Cotton, and the state. May I approach?
May. Thank you very much. Okay. Very good. Obviously, the state's in agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why don't you just go ahead and announce the case number so we, case number 22 CF 623. Court will accept the written plea agreement.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much.
That's all I have. May I be excused?
Thank you. Have a great day. Torres Brito. We'll pass over that. It's Mr. Couch's.
I believe he said he might be delayed, Your Honor.
That's all right. That's all right. Tracy Bonham. Good morning, sir.
Honor, Ricky Dyram on behalf of Tracy Bonham, 22 CF 338. She is present. Your Honor, we have a referral to PTI. It has been signed by the state and Ms. Bonham. Should I provide that to probation?
You may. Would you go ahead and announce the case number?
22 CF 338.
Very good. Anything else we need to do at this point?
Not with Ms. Bonham, Your Honor.
Okay. Good luck, ma'am. Stay in good contact with probation.
Your Honor, the next case is Christine Hall, 22 CF 337. She is present.
I've got a William Garcia.
Your Honor, I have his case as well. There's a waiver on file.
Okay.
I'm asking to continue his case one cycle. We're waiting on some VA records.
Date
No objection, Your Honor.
will continue to October 24.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Christine Hall.
Your Honor, Ms. Hall's present in 22 CF 337. She also has a referral to PTI. I'll provide that to probation.
Very good.
Your Honor, I have one more case. Trent McKinney, 22 CF 114,
I do not have that.
maybe under the public defender, Your Honor.
Which public defender?
Mr. Russell, I believe.
And what's the name again?
Trent, McKinney, McKinney.
Okay, I got it.
There's a waiver on file for him, Your Honor. I was just retained if I can continue his case one cycle.
No objection.
Court will continue to 9/24.
Your Honor, I am covering one case for Christopher Madden. May I call that?
Sure.
Case is Christopher Neese, 22 CF 1190.
Hold on a second, let me,
Peace.
yeah, my alphabetical order. And this- Okay,
Mr.
Christopher
Neese
Neese.
is present. Your Honor, Mr. Madden stated he had deposition scheduled on August 30th, so if he can continue the case one cycle.
No objection.
Very good. The court will continue to next cycle on 9/24 at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
What about, I've got another for, okay, that's great. Okay, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Stay in touch with your attorney.
Judges, the next cycle, you said 9:24? Is it 10:24?
10:24. I'm
Okay.
saying 9:24. I said it the last time. It was 10. Thank you. October 24.
No, is 10 coming back?
Hayden Brown. D's. Schaffner, Yasmin Garcia. Would Ms. Garcia come forward?
Your Honor, I just spoke with her. I believe I have a waiver on file for her. I told her it was okay if she wanted to go since we have that waiver.
Okay, you got a waiver. Is the waiver on file? Okay. Where are we at?
Your Honor, I had been discussing a possible DPA with the state. Last I spoke with Ms. Rivers, it was my understanding
I think
she
Ms.
was
Garcia is
still...
coming forward.
Perfect. Ms. Garcia? Okay. Your Honor, I was just handed a DPA by the state. If we may pass Ms. Garcia so I can go over it, we could
Very good.
resolve this matter today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ryan Allen.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Dudley.
We're still looking for Brian Allen, 22 CF 1414. And I asked for a one-cycle continuance. We're in the process of setting depots in Mr. Allen's case.
Mr. Allen here?
I have a waiver on file, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. State,
No objection. Is that 1024, Your Honor?
that is correct, 1024.
The next case I have is Chase Glover, 22 CF 1170. There's a waiver on file as well for him.
Very good.
We are waiting on, I believe, lab reports, and then we can set depositions. I'm asking for a cycle continuance.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Continue to 1024, 9 a.m.
I have Lazarus Tellis, 22 CF 1117. Your Honor, we're working on getting some documentation for the state. If I could ask for a cycle continuance on his case.
No objection.
There's a waiver on file.
Continue to 1024.
I believe that's all I have, Your Honor.
I think you're right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jordan Carr. Good morning, Ms. Merrifield.
Brandy Merrifield on behalf of Jordan Carr and 22 CF 573. There is a waiver on file. We've reached a diversion agreement in this case, if I may approach, Madam Clerk.
Okay. Is this a misdemeanor?
No, Your Honor, be a PTI.
A PTI? Okay. Very good.
And Judge, we do have a change of plea hearing set for Ms. Carr on 8/25. I'll be canceling that today.
Okay. Thank you very much.
The next matter I have is Christopher Gouveia on 22 CF 1269. Mr. Gouveia is present and approaching. We've reached an agreement in his case, Judge, if I may approach.
You may. Thank you.
And in 22 CF 1269, Mr. Gouveia would like to withdraw his previously entered plea, enter a no contest plea as charged. It would be 24 months of probation with early termination after 1 year upon successful completion. He would pay $1,468.90 in restitution to Julia Hudson. There's $415 in court cost, $100 cost of prosecution, no contact with the victim, no trespassing at 6329 Highway 189 in Baker. He would have to attend and show proof of an anger management course, consume no alcohol or controlled substances without a valid prescription, and we would request the cost of supervision be waived. It is a withhold, Your Honor.
Okay. State in agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Only question I have is we need probably to identify the victim, just if you'll add that in there. Just I want to make it be clear, who is the victim?
And Judge, her name is articulated previously in the restitution.
Okay, so it's the same as in the restitution?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, just want to make sure. That's important, the no contact is an important part of this. I want to make sure you're clear about it, because if it gets violated,
Yes, sir.
all heck breaks loose,
Yes,
okay? Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? You heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement,
Yes, sir.
and I see that same plea agreement is set forth in the written plea agreement. Have you gone over this in detail with your attorney? Make sure you understand what this means?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're waiving the right to go to a trial, this is a final adjudication, you're limiting a number of rights, actually, by entering in this plea agreement. Have you gone over all those things with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
You believe it's in your best interest to enter into this plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea agreement and sentence you to the 24 months of probation with the terms and conditions specifically set forth in the written plea agreement, the remainder. Okay? Thank you very much. The defense is okay with the score sheet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The next case I have is Hector Martinez in 21 CF 2017. There is a waiver on file for Mr. Martinez. We'd like to leave this one set for plea or continue.
Okay.
Objection, Your Honor, we're working on this one. It should be done.
Okay, so we'll come back on September 6th.
The next case, Judge, is Edgar Nunez in 21 CF 1005. There is a waiver on file. Same as Mr. Martinez, I'd like to set this for plea or continue. Ms. Basso and I do continue to work on this case.
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll come back on September 6th. Excuse me, yes, September 6th, 9 a.m.
The next case, Judge, is Jatavius Sharp, 22 CF 1621. There is a waiver on file. It is the first time up. We are still receiving discovery. We would request a continuance in this matter.
There is no objection, Your Honor. This is first time up.
Very good. Continue to 10/24, 9 a.m.
And just to jump out of order to keep the cases that are listed under my partner's name, the next one we have is Wilder Velasquez Carrera, 21 CF 2808. There is a waiver on file. We'd also like to set him for plea or continuance as we continue to work this case.
No objection, Your Honor. That should get worked out.
Very good. We'll continue to September 6th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. And I have one final case that was articulated
You wanna-
under my name,
Hold on a
Stephen.
second, I gotta,
Yes, sir. It's Stephen
Gotta find
Trexler.
it. there we go. Trexler?
Yes, Your Honor. In 21 CF 2244, there is a waiver of appearance on file as well. ASA Glisson and I continue to work on a negotiated resolution. However, there is a companion case out of another county. We would request a continuance at this time so that we can continue resolving that. However, if we can bring this in sooner for a resolution, I'd certainly set it as so.
You want to go to the next cycle rather than docket day?
We can, and then if we have a resolution earlier than that, we can get it on.
Absolutely.
Prior to the next pretrial judge.
Okay. Very good.
1024, Judge?
10/24.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Willie Durham. Let's hold on, Mr. Durham, because I don't think Ms. Flowers, the regional conflict isn't here yet. So we'll just wait. We'll wait. We'll bring her in. Just hold on just a second. We'll bring her all of her cases at one time anyway. So we'll skip over Ms. Flowers' cases. Mr. Flowers.
Yes, sir.
Ramsey.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, Nicole Ramsey, we're asking this matter be continued for one last time. It will result in a settlement in terms of a plea, but we'd ask that it be continued for one more cycle.
Very good. You want to go one more cycle or just go to docket day?
I think one cycle
Okay,
would be
very
best,
good.
Your
So
Honor.
we'll continue to 10/24,
Thank you.
9 a.m. Any other cases this
William
morning?
Johns, Your Honor, and it may appear under Tim Shaw's name.
Okay,
but
hold
we
on
are
a second.
co-counsel in that matter.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yes, sir.
Hartsock? We've got several for Mr. Shaw.
Well,
Which one do you want to do? You want to do John's first?
Please.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're asking this matter be continued for two cycles. I believe the state agrees, given there is a lot to do.
That's correct, Your Honor. He is a co-defendant of Brandon Hardaway and Evan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Believe Mr. Reynolds has already been continued, and Mr. Hardaway has filed a motion to continue that has not been granted yet.
Based on the severity of the crime, I wouldn't, normally I like to touch them every couple months, but in this case, if you all are both saying, I mean, it's obvious what's going on here as far
Yes,
as the severity. Madam Clerk, can you give me our,
I believe the next one is actually in December.
no. Yes, it is. Actually, I'm sorry, you're 100% right. It's December. December 7th.
Very well,
December 7th. We'll continue to December 7th.
very well.
And will that be for Mr. Hardaway as well? I don't believe his counsel's here from Tallahassee.
Let's just deal with that at the time. I don't have that in front of me.
Your Honor, I'll be speaking with his counsel today,
Okay.
and we'll tell them what we have done, and it probably makes sense to do it because we're participating together in a great deal of discovery.
Okay. Well, if you know, I mean, when he comes, if you want to let somebody else know, we'll be glad to move
Thank you, Your
that
Honor.
along the same point.
Your Honor, does
Go ahead.
Sixto Rivera appear on the docket?
Yes.
Your Honor,
Sixto Rivera.
We're asking that that be placed on the next cycle, 1024, along with Nicole
Is
Ramsey.
there a waiver on? Do you have waivers?
There should
on?
be.
Okay,
There's no objection, Your Honor. There was a great deal of discovery that we've shared just recently.
okay.
Mr. Rivera.
Continued to 1024.
Thank you, Your Honor.
McKinney? Oh, that's Derek. Is that the co-counsel, Derek McKinney,
Yeah,
that you were just talking about with Johns?
it is, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I have listed that he's represented by Mr. Shaw as well.
No, sir, Mr. Shaw and myself.
Derek
represent-
McKinney?
We do not.
Who's representing Mr. McKinney?
Oh, that's Mr. Shaw.
I have no knowledge of that. Your Honor, can we approach?
Sure. Okay, the last case that Mr. Shaw has is Derek McKinney, 2018 CF 1006.
Yes, sir.
And that, we're going to go ahead and continue that to docket day on September 6th, just for an update. Likely going to be continued past that, but we'll
Very
pass
well
on to
done.
Mr. Shaw.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Very well.
thank you. Okay. Joseph Benoit, if I pronounced that right, Mr. Gilbert?
Morning, Your Honor. Michael Gilbert on behalf of Joseph Benoit in 22 CF 1516. Defendant wishes to change his plea to no contest to count 2 in exchange for terms negotiated with state. May I approach?
You may. Thank you.
Score sheet attached. And it would be adjudicated guilty of count 2, serve 1129 probation, complete batter's intervention program, no contact with Crystal Benoit, and pay court costs of $767 and prosecution fee of $100.
And count 1 is null pros, correct? So stated in agreement. Mr. Benoit, would you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Your Honor.
You heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement. Is that what you're agreeing to? You can put your hand out. Is that what you're agreeing to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm looking at the plea and sentencing agreement that also contains exactly what your attorney just said. I see that you, and make sure you've signed the back. So, and I assume you've gone over this in detail with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Make sure you understand, but by entering into this, you're waiving a number of rights, the right to go to a trial, confront witnesses, et cetera. It affects your ability to be able to appeal this, all these things. You've gone over those things with your attorney. You believe it's in your best interest to enter into this plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that this probation, obviously the Batter's Intervention Program is a substantial program. One thing I would point out, the no contact, it's a one-sided no contact. So even if the victim approaches you, if there's any contact, you're in violation. Trust me, violate on these types of cases, doesn't end well, okay? So take it seriously, move through this, and stay in good contact with the probation office, okay? Any questions about that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea as contained in here. Null pros, count number 1, adjudication of a guilt as to count 2, 1129 probation, as well as the Batter's Intervention Program, the other costs that are contained, okay? Any questions? Okay. Fingerprints? Is the defense okay with the score sheet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, due to the fact that he's going to be required to pay for the Batter's Intervention Program, we request the supervision fees be waived.
Court will grant the waiver of fees on probation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is that all you got, Mr. Gilbert?
No, Your Honor. Second case,
Oh, that's-
Jesse
Yeah.
Gainey in 22 CF 402. We have a waiver on file. We have depot set for tomorrow. We request a continuance.
Objection.
Okay. We did announce last time. I just wanted you to know that I'm paying attention.
Judge, we had some issues getting the depot scheduled and everything.
Well, Alicia, I mean, I appreciate you making progress, you're getting it scheduled. The only question I have, you want to come back in September 8th, figure out if we're going, or you want to go ahead, because the cycle's a full 2 months. It's up to you. If you tell me you need the full 2 months, I'll grant it.
Whatever you think.
I think I'm back here anyway. We can come back on September. We leave it.
Okay, why don't we just say, why don't we say plea or continue
Right.
on September 6th, 9 a.m.? Figure out where we're going. Okay,
That's all I have, Your Honor.
very good. Yeah, this one. Correct, that's all I've got.
Judge, Mr. Wilkins is here for the Derek McKinney case. He just walked in. If we may readdress that
Okay,
case.
sure.
Mr. Wilkins?
You may. doubling back, Derek McKinney, 18 CF 1006. And would you go ahead and announce?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jack Wilkins for Mr. McKinney, co-counsel with Tim Shaw.
And he's co-counsel, if you'll make sure. Go ahead.
Your Honor, at this time, the court would be requesting the court order a pre-sentence investigation of Derek McKinney, and would also be requesting to pass this to your next trial docket, Your Honor.
No objection on both.
Very good. The court will order a pretrial sentencing investigation in anticipation of a possible plea, and we will continue it until the next cycle, 10/24 at 9 a.m.
10/24 at 9 a.m. Thank you, Your Honor. May I be
Thank you.
excused?
You may.
Thank you very much for your
coming all the way over.
consideration.
Matthew Bachman. Matthew Bachman. Is Mr. Stewart here? You want to pass over it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Luis Lopez, is Mr. Swiatek here? Well. Mr. Hardy.
First case I have is Timothy Holt, present. 22 CF 642. Your Honor, I'd ask to just leave this set on docket day, trying to work out maybe a pretrial intervention.
Very good. We'll come back on docket day, September 6th, 9 a.m.
My next case, Your Honor, is Philip Merritt, 21 CF 3302 and 21 CF 3294. And Mr. Merritt is present and approaching. Your Honor, I'd like to leave these cases on docket day, plea or continue.
No objection.
Very good. Continue on to docket day, which is September 6th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
That's all you've got. Thank you very much. Ms. Gooden, come forward. Let's start with Eldon Garlow, or is that your first one?
It's not, but we will
You can
do.
go ahead and call
Mr.
which-
Garlow is present. so
Okay. Eldon Garlow.
is present and approaching. Cheryl Gooden for Mr. Garlow. It's 21 CF 546. The state stated that today was the last day for him to accept the 5-year DOC plus probation offer. They did amend the information. I provided that to my client. My client is rejecting the offer, and we are ready for trial.
Okay, very good. We'll come back on docket day on September 6th.
And that is a mandatory appearance, correct, Your Honor?
Absolutely. All the hearings from here on out are all mandatory because they represent important effects on your legal rights.
And I'm
So-
just making sure that we
Yep.
state that for the record and for my client.
Yeah, you definitely
Okay.
want to be here.
And,
Okay.
and Judge, as
Yeah.
Ms. Gooden mentioned, we did add one more count to the information. We have asked Ms. Gooden in different emails if she would like to review the lab, to review any other potential images or anything else she'd like to see. We have sent 3 emails asking her if she'd like to review that. So if she does want another lab visit, we ask she contact my office by this Wednesday.
And I will do that. And I have, they haven't gone unanswered. I have called and spoken with the state and,
You just want to make sure we get all.
Correct.
Make sure
Correct.
everybody is on board, laying our cards on the table.
Correct.
And that everybody's cooperating, but it requires everybody to be kind of on top of it.
correct, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Very good.
The
Anything
next-
else?
The next client I have
Thank you, sir.
that is present is Benjamin McNutt, McNutt, 21 CF 2956. If you'll remember, we provided the state attorney with a reciprocal witness. To my knowledge, she has not contacted the witness. We provided the phone number, and we haven't set it for depositions. So I presume that we're going to ask for last continuance.
Judge, it's
Sorry,
on me.
That's not, I don't know how that may be correct, but I don't have.
Judge,
those.
it's on me that I haven't gotten in touch with her, but I can go ahead and just be prepared for trial on this as long as we can ask for the second week. I know this one's on me. I wasn't able to get in touch with her, but I know this court wants to keep moving, so we'll make it happen.
Could you approach? So we'll continue this, last continuance, we'll continue to October 24th, 9 a.m.
And I would ask, Your Honor, if the state is going to make a formal offer, that they email me so my client can either accept or reject.
I will do that again, not a problem.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you. The next one I have, Your Honor, is Horace Durden, Durden,
Okay.
22 CF 178. We did some depositions. However, some of the state's key witnesses were no longer with the agencies, and I have yet to get new addresses so that we can reschedule those.
Is there a waiver on trial?
There is a waiver on file, Your
So
Honor.
you want to continue this?
Please.
Court will continue to 10/24, which is our fairly recent arrest. Okay. Jeremy Koser?
Koser. Your
Koser.
Honor, I provided the state some new discovery.
On Friday and also this morning, so the state is going to request a continuance and ask that it be charged to defense, but to set deposition of the new witness.
And I was going to ask for a continuance so that we can resolve this.
Okay, we'll continue to 10/24. Last continuance.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Maybe approach a second.
sure.
out in the hallway, Your Honor. But she has signed it, Ms. Rivers has signed it. If we can file it with the court, I'll get her in touch with probation.
Very good.
May I approach?
You may. Thank you, thank you.
Your Honor, I also have Mr. Santillan Ramirez, 22 CF 1288. There is a waiver on file for him. He lives in Texas, Your Honor. I recently provided the state some reciprocal discovery. This past Friday, I'd asked for a continuance to give them a chance to review that and see if we can't get something worked out.
No objection.
Court will continue to 10:24.
I believe that's all I have today, if I may be
That's all you've
excused, Your
got.
Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we need Ms. Garcia.
I'll get it for you right now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, she's in the hallway, yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Madden? Good morning.
I'm here on behalf of Angie Tavares. This is 22 CF 1335. Judge, we've reached an agreement with the state on this case. Ms. Tavares is not present. There's a waiver on file. She lives down in Central Florida. We'd like to just leave this on for the next court date, and we believe we can get a plea filed before then.
Okay, so we'll come back on docket day, September 6th.
Yes, sir. And we may be, it's going to be pleas to a misdemeanor, so we may be able to get it filed prior to that.
That's fine. As long as you get it filed, then you can, we can cancel the hearing. You don't have to come.
That's all I have this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, good. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. Bradley Johnson.
Your Honor, Brad Johnson, pleased to court. I'm here on behalf of Alex Coffin. Mr. Coffin is present in the courtroom. Your Honor, Mr. Coffin has two cases, 2021 CF 1226 and 2021 CF 1104. I've spoken with the state, and we were going to go ahead and announce ready for trial on the 1104, and then continue the 2021 CF 1226 case, Your Honor, thinking that resolution of the one may affect the other case in some way, so we didn't want to go there if we didn't have to, Your Honor. And I guess it would be September 6th for the docket day on 1104, and then just to go ahead and let the court know, I am going to be out of town on the second week of the judge's trial week, so if it goes this time, we just need it to go on the first trial week, and just go ahead and make a note of that. Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business with the court.
Thank you very much. We'll come back on the 6th on this case.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Thank you. Mr. LaPella here. You're hiding back there. Good morning.
I have two cases on the docket this morning. The first is Robert Niedner, 22 CF 977. Mr. Niedner has a waiver of appearance. And Judge, we're set on a motion to compel, I believe, on Thursday. So we just like to set it on that day. If we do get the discovery we need, we can cancel that hearing and we could have it set on the next pretrial. We could just set it today on
Let's
that.
go ahead and set it on the next pretrial, just to make sure we have
very good
a hearing scheduled 10:24.
And Mr. LaPella.
When is the motion to compel scheduled for?
Thursday, Your Honor.
Thursday.
And we've actually sent some of that over, I believe, on Friday, Mr. LaPella, and I'm working on the rest of it, so hopefully we'll have it substantially complied with by then.
Okay.
I'll check on it when I get back, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Whitaker.
Mr. Whitaker, he is present and approaching. This is 20 CF 1935 and 20 CF 2312. And Judge, the court recalls, last hearing, I believe the intention is to set this case for trial this month, or at the September cycle, I believe the second week.
And, Your Honor, just to be clear, the case that we'd be going forward on would be 20-1935. There are two that are pending for Mr. Whitaker. That would be the one we'd be proceeding on.
And
which one?
It's 35, I'm sorry. There's a staple in the middle of that.
And there are two cases, Your Honor. The last court date we had, the court may recall, the defense had suggested the prospect of consolidating the cases and trying them together. We believe it would probably be appropriate to do so because the charges came out of the same investigation. So if required, if the state's objecting to us consolidating these cases, we need to file a motion, and we'll go ahead and do that if needed.
Okay, go ahead and file it.
Okay.
Well, let's just come back, we'll kind of see where we're at on that, and, get it scheduled when we need to.
That'll be come back 9/6, Your Honor, is that correct?
Yes, we'll come back 9/6.
For now, we'll just travel them together?
Well, then they're, right now, they're separate cases.
Right.
He's
I'm just saying
moving
we'll
to
just travel that to the docket day, too, the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Good.
handle them at the
All
same time.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
That's
you.
all I have.
I think that's all you got. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a good day. Mr. Patel here.
Yes, Judge. Good morning. The first case I have on the docket is Caleb Simpler. He's present and approaching. Jay Patel on behalf of Caleb Simpler, 22 CF 734. Mr. Simpler has agreed to a PTI. Do I need to approach to Your Honor with this PTI?
Well, I think you just have to give it to the probation.
And Judge, the state is null processing count 1 to that based on FDLE not being able to exclude hemp. So null process to count 1.
Very good. Okay.
Next, Judge, Jay Patel on behalf of Jack Randy Hinesley, 22 CF 871. At this time, we move to continue. I'm still awaiting, Mr. Hinesley's been charged with ag-bat, great bodily harm. I'm still waiting on the medical records.
Your Honor, Ariana Leone for the state, no objections.
Very good. The court will grant it continues to 10/24, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is the only matter I have. May I be excused?
Hey,
Thank you.
That's all you got too, Mr. Patel.
I've got one more,
Oh,
Judge.
you got one? Okay.
Tim Shaw and I are attorneys of record for Jesse Hartzog, 20
Okay,
CF.
Hold on. Get me out of my alphabetical order in it. There.
No problem at all.
Go ahead.
Jay Patel and Tim Shaw on behalf of Jesse Hartzog, 20 CF 2976. Judge, at this time, we ask to continue the case. I believe it should be one final time. We've recently gotten some we had our in-office meeting at the sheriff's office. Intern that left us with some information that we've requested. Ms. Basso and Mr. Campbell have gotten us that information. I think it's on the way from your office.
It should be there already.
Okay.
Okay.
One last time, Judge, but we do need to get this guy done.
Grant the last continuance to 10/24.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have nothing further now. May I be excused? Thank you, Judge.
Have a nice day. Mr. Powell?
First case I got, Judge, is John Davis Christopher. I'm Christopher Davis. Davis is the last name.
Correct.
And we hadn't got the swab results in.
21 CF 2282.
Right.
You have a waiver?
We do, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
And we hadn't got the swab results in, so we like to continue. It's been continued before, but the last time we were here, he ordered him to have the swabs. He appeared. We hadn't got the results.
That's correct, Your Honor.
They still, are you like awaiting them? Is it possible?
Yes, Your Honor, and when he appeared, it wasn't on a docket day, let's see. He appeared on a date that was in between, and FDLE does not have the results back yet.
Very good. So we'll continue to 10/24?
That's right. Thank you, Judge. Next case is Bryson Gunnery. He's here.
Okay.
Judge, earliest we can get depositions with the state schedule is in October, so we'd like to pass the case.
We'll continue until October 24th. This is a recent case.
Next case I got is Paul St. Ani. It's on 22-302 and 737. He's present. That's going to be a plea, Judge. We'd like to leave it set for docket day.
Okay, so we'll come back on docket day for plea or continue on docket day.
Right.
Actually, the offer
September
will.
6th,
Yeah,
9
and the offers only go till docket day, so we'll need to do it plea then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Judge, I've got a case for Dixie
Okay.
Howell. It's,
Rebecca Thomas.
right, it'd be 22-14-15. I think it's the first time up. I'd like to continue it.
No objection.
Court will continue to 10:24.
Thank you, Judge.
Justin, you handling
Handling
Bose?
those cases, yes.
Justin Cunningham?
If we leave it set for docket day, that's going to be a plea.
Okay. Docket day, September 6th, 9 a.m.
The last case is
Mr. Davis.
Jerry Davis, Judge, 22-710. That needs to be continued. I believe it's the first time up, I'm not sure.
It's relatively new. It may not be first, but it's, State have any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Continue it to 10:24.
That's all I got, Judge. Thanks a lot.
You got it.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
you, Judge.
Ms. Turner?
For the court this morning.
Hold on a second. Let me find my place. There we go.
The first is the State versus Max Alvarado, 19 CF 2316. He is not present. There is a waiver on file.
Thank you.
We'd ask for a continuance at this time. We have been conducting depositions. I've spoken with the state attorney about a possible trial the week of November 14th. And I don't know how many Your Honor has lined up for those dates, but I would like to ask if we could set those now at this time.
Yes, Your Honor, that's
I
correct.
mean, yeah, I mean, we'll just, the way we should probably do it, we'll come back on our regular 10:24 continuance, and then you can formally announce ready for trial. I mean, you're ready for trial now, but
Yes, Your Honor.
this will be the last continuance. That's another way of saying it.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
We'll be ready to go on that day.
Okay. The next case I have is Brian Eric Williams, 2022 CF 661. At this time, Mr. Williams would be entering a plea of no contest to 2 lesser included misdemeanor counts. The sentence would be a withhold of adjudication, a total 2 years of probation, that's 1 year followed by 1 year. All applicable court costs, cost of prosecution, cost of supervision. There are special terms, no contact with the minor child, J.S., Mr. Marcelo Garrison, and also one Hatis Air. And on her particular no contact provision, we want to make special care that probation is aware. Mr. Williams is being allowed 60 days before any violation on that term would be operative because they do reside together.
That is the state's agreement, Your Honor. There is further investigation and depositions that support these charges being reduced.
Mr. Williams, would you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Oh, do you need a copy, Judge?
Thank you. You have a score sheet?
Your Honor, these are just misdemeanors.
Okay. Very good. So, Mr. Williams, you heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, and I see that those same terms are contained in this, what's called sentence recommendation. It's really a plea and sentencing agreement. Is that your agreement? Is that properly stated and as stated in this sentence recommendation? Is that what you're agreeing to?
Yes.
Just need to make sure, when you enter into these plea agreements, you're waiving a number of rights. I just have to make sure you understand what you're doing, and you're clear about it, and you've had good legal representation. So I just want to make sure, you understand what's going on here, and that by entering this plea agreement, it'll be a final resolution of your case. waiving the right to go to a trial, to contest all these. Do you understand all that?
Sir.
You've had a chance to go over all this in detail with your attorney. I see you've signed the plea and sentencing agreement. And you had all your questions answered?
I do.
Okay. And you believe that it's in your best interest to enter into this plea agreement here today?
I believe it is.
Very good. Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea agreement. As set forth, there'll be a withhold of adjudication and 1 year probation. Well, actually, there's a total of 2 years of probation, as well as the other terms and conditions that are contained in your plea and sentencing agreement. Okay? We'll waive cost of supervision. Okay. You'll meet with.
Do you mind giving me that information about the 60 days and the kid?
Yeah, what?
It's not with a minor. There's a no contact provision for an adult woman. Her name is Hatis Air. They reside together, and there may be some difficulty in the practical effect of the no contact. So we have requested, and the state has agreed, that for 60 days from today, there would be no violations for having contact with Ms.
I would word it differently than it's worded. I think by stating you have a grace period that he is actually violating, what you're saying is that he won't be in violation for the next 60 days, that he can have contact with the victim for the next 60 days. I just want to make sure that you're not saying, hey, we're not gonna hold him in violation, but he's in violation, but we're just not, that's not what you're saying, but that's, again, it's a nuanced reading of this thing. I just want to make sure that he's getting what he's agreed to and the state's agreed with him.
And Your Honor, just for the record, she is actually a co-defendant, not a victim.
Okay?
And I want to also be sure, this wasn't originally a 3-count information, so count 1 is null pros.
Okay, very
And the
good.
lesser includeds are on count 2 and 3.
Okay.
Contributing to delinquency of a minor?
Correct, and they're contained. And they're each 1 year, and so they're basically, you're running them consecutively rather than concurrently,
Yes,
right?
please.
So there'd be a total of 2 full years of probation. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That other thing, too, is.
Yes.
Thank you.
And once the 60 days is over, then there's no contact whatsoever, is that
That's
correct?
correct.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I have. May I be excused?
Thank you. Mr. Tony?
Your Honor, the first matter I have is State of Florida versus Mary Lou Wilson Thornton. And
There a waiver?
yes, Your Honor, she has a waiver on the file. In this particular case, Your Honor, we've actually reached in a settlement to resolve this matter. However, there's an outstanding issue with regards to the restitution to the victim. And I've talked to the state, Mr. Glisson, has asked me to hold off until they can get the full amount. I think there's an additional surgery or something that he may be needing. So even though we have an agreement, I guess.
Well, we can do it. So if there's an agreement, we can put in the agreement that, the state has however much time you want to file a restitution if you all don't agree to it. That's the way we normally do it. That's a pretty easy solution I'm not imposing it, I'm just
I think
suggesting it.
because of the nature of this case, Your Honor, I think that.
You want to just come back and
We can come
come
back
back
on-
later and do the plea agreement? That's fine, we can do that too.
On docket day, that would be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we'll come back on docket day, September 6th at 9 a.m.
And the next, Your Honor, I have State of Florida versus Brian Pate in 2021 CF 108.
Okay,
With regards,
hold on. That's not, I don't have that on. What is it, Pate?
Pate, P-A-T-E,
What's the case number?
2021 CF 108C. That's fine.
So So it was already continued previously, I guess.
And I also have State of Florida versus Jeremy Dixon in 2021 CF 2701.
Okay.
On that particular case, Your Honor, we have this matter set for depositions, so I'm going to ask for a continued. Judge, I think we're going to have another problem. We had served one of the detectives, and one of the officers were not able to serve, so we're not going to get that deposition probably in time for this cycle. And I guess we can assess that problem or handle it when we get to it, but I don't think we're going to get that deposition done by definitely by the next docket.
So what do you, so do we just need to continue until, for another cycle, and then you guys?
That'll be fine, Your Honor. But I don't know Mrs. Rivers' schedule. I mean, she's overloaded, Your Honor, and it, you know.
They do have me booked up until trial.
So you want to go 10/24?
That'll be fine.
We'll continue to 10.
With the understanding, Your Honor, we may need additional time.
Well, I mean, if you can't get a witness because it can't be scheduled, then certainly the court, that's.
And that's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused? Good seeing you, Judge.
Have a good day. Mr. Nopes, you want to?
I've got two things I do real quick.
That's all right.
Tyshawn Morris, Judge.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me find. Okay.
So it was under Keach's name, I believe, but when we called it, he was not present in the courtroom.
Right.
You know, so we set it for 9/6. I want to continue it a full cycle now, Judge, since he's here.
No objection.
Okay. Very good. It's a recent arrest, so we'll continue the case until 10/24 at 10 a.m. 9 a.m.
I was about to say, you changing things on us?
I don't know where 10 a.m. came from.
And then Kayla Simmons, Judge, she's present. Got a plea. This week. Triple checked it. I may approach, Your Honor.
You may. Thank you.
So on Kayla Simmons' case, Judge, the state's going, in exchange for a plea to count 2, which is a misdemeanor, the state's going to no pros count 1. The understanding is that she'd get credit for time served, and she would owe $420 in court cost. That pertains to the misdemeanor fees, I guess court costs for the misdemeanors, and $150 court-appointed legal assistance fee. She's asked me to ask the court if she could have 12 months to pay those fees. She's been incarcerated. She had problems over in Walton County, and she's finally gotten out, so she's trying to get her back on her feet.
State okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor, and that is the agreement.
Very good. Ms. Sims, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? So you heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, and I see that that's the same terms that are contained in the written agreement. Is that what you're agreeing to? And I just want to make sure you've gone over all this with your attorney, understand what the terms. It's obviously, you get credit for time served, no further probation, mainly the court costs and fees, and the court will provide a year for you to pay the court costs, and there will be an adjudication of guilt. So you just had all your legal questions answered about what this means with your attorney? You believe it's in your best interest to enter into this plea? Very good. Based upon that, the court will accept the plea agreement and get credit for time served and adjudication of guilt, and then the court costs payable in 1 year in the next year. Okay? Thank you very much. It's good.
Should she not pay the court costs? I'm assuming they just go to collection, that's the norm?
Yes.
She's going to try her best, Judge, but she's
Sure.
trying to get on her feet.
You want to put that in there, that it goes to collections after that? Yeah.
That'd be better.
Yeah. Go ahead and write that in there.
Ma'am?
What is it?
We need to get fingerprints.
Is he? We'll order it. Robert Williams. Ms. Flowers, you want to do one out of, sorry, Mr. Stewart, you need to do one out of order. We're just going to do this one, Mr. Stewart, and then we'll get all yours.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Williams is present and approaching Jennifer Flowers for the record on his behalf.
Wait, Joe, back now.
Your Honor, we would like to set this for docket day to possibly enter a plea
Okay, the
for
court will
September 6th.
go on docket day, September 6th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams?
Thank you.
The judge is asking.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Williams, listen to me.
Oh, stay back.
Stand back. You've been drinking today, Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams? You've been drinking today? Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to ask you to take a test because you're not allowed to come into court intoxicated, so. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to go ahead and do that, and you can bring him back when you, yep, yep.
Mr. Williams.
Yeah. You have to go with the bailiff.
I'm sorry, Jen.
Yeah, you're fine.
We're going to walk over here until we get this test run.
Okay.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
May it please the court, Brad Stewart, present, Your Honor. The first client I have on your docket is Matthew Bachman, Judges 21 CF 2261. By agreement, we're going to continue
Give me
that
just a
case.
second. Hold on. I'm sorry, go ahead. Bachman?
Judge, by agreement, we're continuing that case.
Date?
No objection, Your Honor.
Court will continue to 10:24. Sam Collinwood?
Is my next matter, Your Honor. Same position by agreement. We're continuing that to 10:24.
No objection, Your Honor.
So are we proceeding on these cases? I'm assuming that the discovery is ongoing without.
That's correct, Your
That's
Honor.
the-
Yes, Your Honor. I believe next time that Mr. Collingsworth will probably be ready to go.
I agree.
Okay, so we're going to just put a last here. Just, obviously, there's exigent circumstances, but trying to figure out kind of where we're at.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kevin Cox?
Judge, if we can leave that on docket day, anticipate plea continue.
Very good. Next, Height.
Your Honor, that's Ms. Berricksman's case. By agreement, we are continuing that. Judge, we have an expert. We've retained an expert in this case. We are waiting on a report from that expert.
We have no objection.
Continue to 10:24. James Lee.
Your Honor, we had depositions scheduled in both of Mr. Lee's cases. I had to cancel those because of a scheduling conflict. We have rescheduled those, and we do need to continue. This is a case that requires depositions, potential motion practice.
You have the depot scheduled?
We do,
Rescheduled?
Judge. I don't recall specifically the date. I know we did reschedule them.
We do. No objection, Judge.
Okay. We'll continue to 10:24. Christopher Merricks.
Judge, we can leave this set for docket day, plea or continue.
Very good. September 6th. I'm assuming you've got waivers on your, they're not showing
yes.
here.
Yes, Your Honor. I have waivers everyone except for Mr. Myrick, who is present.
Okay. I didn't want to just pass over and make a rash assumption, so. Kaylee Morrill?
Judge, if we can leave that set for docket day, anticipate a plea.
Myrick?
Mr. Myrick is present, Judge. Recently came on Mr. Myrick's case. Judge, I do need to continue that. I need to obtain the discovery, review that with Mr. Myrick.
No objection.
We'll continue this case till October 24th. Thank you very much. 9 a.m. Mark Perez.
Your Honor, this is Ms. Basso's case. We're going to continue this one cycle, Judge. I anticipate bringing this in for a landing on our October cycle. It's a new case, first time up.
There's no objection, Your Honor. Mr. Stewart, if you just get with me.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Roman Portugal.
Judge, we can leave that on for docket day, anticipate a plea.
Wheelock.
Judge, similarly situated, if we can leave that on for docket day, Mr. Rivera from Veterans Court is getting back with my office for an update. Anticipate entry into Veterans Court.
Okay, very good. We'll continue to September 6th, docket day.
And Mr. Wheelock is here for the record, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah. And Judge, I believe that's all I have on the court's docket, non-incarcerated. If I may be excused.
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And just stay in good contact, and we'll come back and see if it can get some resolution on this. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Any other private counsel?
Your Honor, Mr. Couch is here.
Mr. Couch? You slipped in on me.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I'm still discussing the matter with my client. I think we're going to make a decision here in just a few minutes, but if we could pass this for a moment.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, counsel?
Nathan Prince on behalf of Brandon Hardaway, case number 22-1473 CF. These are the co-defendant cases where the co-defendants...
Which case is it?
Brandon Hardaway, Your Honor. 22-1473 CF.
Okay, go ahead.
Speedy's waived and a waiver is on file. The co-defendants' cases were already continued 2 cycles by written order last week. I would just request the same for Mr. Hardaway.
Without objection, the court will grant the continuance to October 24th.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's the only case I had. May I be excused?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Flowers, you want to, we've got some of your cases, let's go ahead. Would the state and Ms. Flowers Okay, we've got a couple of early cases that aren't on the regular, that are in the middle, so maybe we can handle.
Yes, Your Honor, I have an Angela Renee Taylor that appears as number 25 as my docket. Some of them are out of order. And she's got some childcare issues. If we could take her first, she would appreciate
Sure,
it.
we'll take it first, but I need to find it.
She appears at number 25 and then again at number 115 on my docket.
I don't have 25. I do have the one. Was it Angela Taylor?
Yes.
Okay.
Angela Renee Taylor, 22 CF 1564. Ms. Taylor's here for the record. Jennifer Flowers on her behalf. Your Honor, I'm asking for a continuance in this matter. I need to meet with my client and go over discovery.
This is a new case. The court will grant the continuance. Just meet up with your attorney, okay, ma'am? Okay.
And we're
thank
putting
you.
those on
10:24.
10:24.
At 10 a.m., at 9 a.m.
Right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
I got a phone number from you, right?
You want to do Willie Durham?
There's someone I didn't follow earlier.
You want to do Willie Durham?
Yes, Your Honor. I have not spoken to Mr. Durham. We've actually filed he is present, though, I see. You can come forward, Mr. Durham. We filed a motion to withdraw based on representing a co-defendant in the matter. I don't think an order has been entered yet.
Okay.
I mean, I feel comfortable, though, asking for a continuance.
Sure,
in the
why don't we
matter.
go ahead, we'll continue to 10:24, and then you all can just do the substitution order,
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
okay?
Can I get contact info? I can give it to you next week.
850-420-36.
Michael Huertas.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Huertas is here. I met with him this morning, but apparently he's outside
Okay,
of the
we'll
courtroom.
we'll pass over, and as soon as he
him.
comes in, we'll
Okay.
grab him. Okay. Brianna Blaine?
Blaine?
Brianna Blaine.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Blaine is present and approaching. This is case number 22CF 903. Your Honor, for the record, she has been offered a deferred prosecution agreement, but we would like to set this for trial.
Okay. We'll come back on docket day, September 6th. Is the state ready?
I believe we'll be able to be ready, Your Honor. I'll have to check.
And there has been an offer made?
Yes, Your Honor, there was an offer made in this case. And it was to withhold in court costs, and the offer's withdrawn.
And I explained that to my client before.
Okay.
She understands that was going to happen, so.
Very good, okay, thank you. Joshua Coley?
Your Honor, Joshua Cawley is present and approaching in 22 CF 1481 and 22 CF 1482. Your Honor, we're asking for a continuance in this matter to meet and go over everything.
No objection, Your Honor.
Very good. It's a new case, so we'll come back on 10/24. Stay in good contact while in the interim. Douglas Corman.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Douglas Corman in 22 CF 1317. Do you have a score sheet? We have entered an agreement with the state. The agreement, Your Honor.
You may. Thank you.
Mr. Corman would like to withdraw his previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest as charged in counts 1 and 2. It would be a withhold of adjudication, $515 in court costs, a $100 cost of prosecution, $150 cost of defense, that money to be paid within 180 days and then to collections. The state is null prosing count 3.
Very good. Mr. Corman, would you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? You heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, and is that your understanding? Is that what you're agreeing to? And I see you've signed the plea and sentencing agreement. You've gone over this with your attorney, make sure you understand all the legal ramifications, waiving the right to a trial, you're basically giving up a number of legal rights. Have you gone over those? Why are you doing this? You believe it's in your best interest to do this? Okay. Very good. Based upon that, the court will accept the plea, and there'll be a withhold of adjudication as to counts 1 and 2. Count 3 will be null pros by the state, and there'll be a withhold. You will have the court costs and the cost of prosecution and the public defense fee to be paid within 180 days, and then it'll be sent to collections. Okay? Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Oops. Here you go. Crocker?
I have one moment, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. Jennifer Flowers on behalf of Brian Crocker in 22 CF 978. Your Honor, we'd like to leave this set for docket day with no subpoenas for plea or to continue.
Very good. Plea or continue September 6th, 9 a.m.
And Your Honor, if I may address his other case, I just spoke with Ms. Etheridge. The PD's appointed on his other case, which is,
22 CF 1950?
22 CF 1950. If we could.
Hold on.
Okay. It's not on.
I gotta find it.
Today's docket.
It's not on today's?
No,
Okay.
but I wanted to,
It's set for arraignment on 9/8.
we were gonna ask to set it on the 6th as well with this case, just to, if we can address both.
Okay, give me the case number again for the, did the
22.
clerk you got the case? Okay, so the other case, we'll run them together, and we'll put them on for September 6th for a plea or continuance at that time. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Eric Darting.
Your Honor, I've had no contact.
State would request a capias.
Order a capias.
Your Honor, may we approach?
You may. Kayla Devaliris, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I believe so, Your Honor.
You may announce.
Yes, this is Kayla, how do you pronounce your last name? Devieris.
Devieris.
In 21 CF 3135. I believe we've reached an agreement, but we'd like to set it for docket day to enter a plea.
Very good. September 6th, 9 a.m. Yolanta Durham.
Yes, Your Honor, is it Jalanta? Jalante. Jalante Durham, in 22 CF 1284. Jennifer Flowers on his behalf for the record. Your Honor, we're asking for a continuance in this matter. It's a new case to our office.
State
No objection, Your Honor.
Court will continue it to October 24th, 9 a.m. Curran Flores.
Mr. Flores. Your Honor, this is another one that I've had no contact myself, but we've also filed a motion to withdraw on his matter. We certified a conflict. So I don't think an order's been entered, but I've had no contact, and he doesn't appear to be here today.
Your Honor, state would ask for a capias.
Court will issue a no bond capias, and you can still put in your, withdraw and all that.
Okay, thank you.
Monica Hudson.
Ms. Hudson is here. She's going to enter a plea, but could we skip over her for just a moment? She might be outside.
Pamela Kelly.
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Pamela Kelly is present and approaching in 22 CF 477. Your Honor, we're asking for a continuance in this matter.
No objection.
Court will continue it till 10/24. It's a new case, relatively new. Thank you. Allison Knight.
Your Honor, the last contact I had with family members is that she was in custody in Holmes County, I believe. She doesn't appear to be here today. I'm not sure if she's still in custody. We've continued the matter out. I would ask for another continuance.
Okay.
Your Honor, it was previously continued, saying that she was in Walton County. Then it's continued now, it was continued last time, saying she's in Holmes County. We would ask for a capias no bond, and they'll transport her up.
That's generally how we handle it, to make sure we don't lose them in the system. So the court will grant a continuance, but we'll do, you want to do a continuance or just do the capias and then deal with it at?
Just the capias, Your Honor, and we'll deal with it once she finally shows it.
No bond capias. Then hopefully I'll have her transport and get her back here.
Yeah.
Mr. Barry?
And Your Honor, she's currently on supervision. We're sending something to our office to see if we can locate her.
If you can locate her, let us know and we'll,
I'll tell her to get here.
One from last time where she didn't come and y'all contacted her?
No, that was a different one.
Kimberly Cohen, if I pronounced it correctly.
Yes, Ms. Cohen is present and approaching in 22 CF 1460. I've been unable to meet with Ms. Cohen, so I'm asking for a continuance to meet with her and go over the offer and discovery.
Objection.
Okay, we'll continue to 10/24. make sure and stay in contact with her so you can figure out what's going on in this case, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Lofton Tierney, if I pronounced that right.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Lofton is present and approaching in 22 CF 1453. Your Honor, we'd like to leave this set for trial.
Okay, we'll come back on docket day. The state ready?
I can be, Judge. As long as the FDLE, I'll have to make sure the FDLE reports in.
We'll just
This
come
isn't a
back on
brand new
docket
case.
day on September 8th, and then, you kind of, we'll make a final.
And there's also
Excuse me,
some information I have.
September
for-
6th.
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor.
That's all right.
There is also some information I have for the state as well. So we could reach a resolution, but I just want to set it for a trial to get it expediently, if the state was okay with that.
We'll set it for 9/26, or 9/6, docket
Okay.
day.
Okay. And would council approach?
Your Honor, if we could, if I could have a moment just to talk with her, just really quickly.
Okay, or we can pass over it, too.
We pass over her, I would like to
We'll
speak with her.
pass over, and then we'll come back, because we're going to, when we get through with your case, we'll take a short break. We haven't taken a morning break, and I know you've got you may actually, you want to take a break now, and you can meet with her? Is there anybody else you need to meet with?
If Ms. Murray,
Is Ms. Murray here?
I also need to meet with her. So I just wanted to
Is she
make
here?
sure.
Is
I'd-
Murray here?
To meet, okay.
Okay. So, okay, then we'll come back.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and take a short break.
Okay.
All rise.
That was
You may be seated.
Snake.
She's the camera. I don't know, he may not want to.
Oh, were they swapping y'all out?
No, he actually left the office and.
We were hopping earlier.
I did.
He's right here, I slide in.
It was from him. He wants credit for it.
Go ahead, Veronica. Well, after this cycle. Oh, yeah. Anything that he would.
You can have any position in any county you want.
Sentencing, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, hang on, I need to talk to you for a second before you leave. Yes. Okay, so.
She says she's taking care of it.
Yes.
No, yes, ma'am. It's Christmas. Well, I'm not. Closer. Please be seated. Just by way of organization, we will continue to do all the hearings with Ms. Flowers from the Regional Conflict and any other private counsel that are here for the Public Defender's Office. We'll probably be starting with all of your cases starting at 1:30. So I'm just letting you know you don't have to hang around if you don't want to or if you need to meet with anybody. You want to go, counsel?
Yes, sir. Mayor Clinton Couch for Ronaldo Torres Brito. He's coming forward.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Torres Brito is prepared to withdraw his previous entered plea of not guilty and tender a plea of guilty as charged straight up to the court. There's no agreement with the state.
And Your Honor, does the court wish the score sheet right now?
Let's give them a chance to get out of the courtroom. If everyone, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're prepared to enter a plea of guilty as charged straight up to the court.
Okay.
Can you hand that to the judge?
Thank you.
We are requesting a pre-sentence investigation and asking to set this off for sentencing for 90 days.
Is the state okay with that?
Your Honor, the state has no objection with it, but court's discretion. You should remain on pretrial services with those standard terms and conditions that are already in place.
Okay, okay, with that, yeah, that's good. Thank you for referencing that. Okay. Mr. Torres Brito, would you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to provide this court is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Honor.
Okay, speaking to that mic, because I've got some important questions I want to ask you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you heard your attorney kind of used kind of a informal nomenclature when he said he's making a plea, an open plea to the court, okay? And what's your understanding of that? What does that mean? I have two reasons why I'm asking these questions. One, I want to make sure you understand what you're doing, and I want to make sure that it's free and voluntary. That's the purpose of my questioning here. So I want to make sure you understand what's going on with this.
Yes, I do understand.
Well, tell me, explain it to
I
me.
understand that you would be making the decisions and stuff like that.
Okay. So let me say it in certain ways a little more detailed, make sure you understand it. So you're making a plea of guilty to the court. So you're pleading guilty here to the court. That has a lot of legal ramifications, okay? Now, the sentencing part of it is what's open, okay? But there's a whole part of your case that's going to, for all intents and purposes, going to end today. In other words, you can make arguments about the sentencing, your attorney, you can have witnesses, a very substantial hearing will take place. But once this plea is accepted here today, you're going to limit your ability to go to a trial, you're going to limit the ability to appeal, you're going to limit the ability to confront witnesses, all of those things that you normally would have, you're giving up. So even though this is a plea, an open plea to the court, it's not just open-ended. You're actually resolving a large portion of your case other than the sentencing. I want to make sure you understand that.
Yes, I do understand.
Okay, and if you don't like what I do, you can't back out of the plea agreement just like, well, I didn't realize it. Okay. And what is the police, the court, what is the maximum term of your, you've got essentially 18 counts, 11 counts of possessing photos of a child inappropriately, unlawful use of a two-way communication device, that's number 12, and then 13 through 18 is actually promoting performance of a child, okay? Do you know what's the maximum sentence on those charges? I just want to make sure he knows.
150, I believe.
150? Okay. Is that your understanding, counsel?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, that's obviously an eye-popping number. And I just want to make sure you're aware that that's within the realm. Now, of course, the court will be taking into consideration, amongst anything else your attorney or the state brings up, certainly the court's going to be looking closely at the score sheet. And you are aware that the score sheet has a minimum of just over 10 years imprisonment. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And is the defense in agreement with the score sheet?
We have no objection, Your Honor.
So you've had a chance to go over this plea and sentencing agreement. Make sure that you've signed it. You've gone over it in detail with your attorney, all the legal ramifications.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions concerning what we're doing here today with this plea agreement? Okay. Very good. Based upon the testimony here today, the court will accept your plea of a guilty plea on all counts, and there'll be an open plea to the court. So how long of a hearing do you anticipate needing? And let's go ahead and get it scheduled. And we will order a PSI, pre-sentencing investigation.
Your Honor, I obviously can't speak for the state, but for the defense, we will probably need about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Ours will be primarily argument, Your Honor, and we'll provide a letter to the court in advance. So it shouldn't be too long for my part of it either.
Okay, so we need 3.
And I'm going to ask for a few minutes also for the victims to be heard.
Absolutely. Yeah.
An hour should be plenty for both of us.
Agreed.
Okay. So, let's see. September, October. November 10th, too early?
Can I grab my calendar real quick?
Sure. What do we have after? We can do it on the 10th, that would be helpful. If not, we may have to do it specially because November 21st is the magic day for me.
November 10th is fine for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay. November 10th, and it'll begin at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Your Honor, is the court ordering a PSI? Sorry if I missed that.
Yes, I did. I already ordered that. And in the interim, I appreciate the state reminding me, you are on pretrial services, and there are requirements. You've been apparently abiding by them, but you are still subject to those. It's very important between now and then, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, November 10th.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have before the court.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir.
Very good.
Okay. We had a case this morning with Attorney Nathan Price, Brandon Hardaway. I don't think I ever called that, and I don't see Mr. Price. That was continued? Okay. Okay, I think I know it, yep. That's it. So we continue to 10:24. Thank you. I'm getting my notes right. And we have one on the docket for this morning, just going over all these things when I took a break. We have one that is Mr. Swiatek here? We never did Mr. Lopez.
Your Honor, I did have a note from my assistant that he may have continued that in advance. I know that was going to be a continuance. We had just sent the...
Can you look at 22 CF 1418? Did the court enter it? Filing it doesn't make it.
Realize that.
Okay. I mean,
You have no objection, Your Honor. I know he did just get, there was some additional discovery. We were waiting from the military entities, and we did get that to him just last week. So I remind
well,
you-
the court will be much more likely to enter a motion to continue, just written, they'll explain where we're at with the case, which is what we do here anyway. Then I'll we got Debbie, boom, 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 and then court will, you can tell Mr. Swiatek, much more likely that I'll actually sign the continuance, so you don't have to show up.
I'll let
So,
him
but
know,
yes,
Your Honor.
we'll continue it until 10/24.
And I'll also let him know the court's direction.
Okay. Okay. There was one other case that had no attorney on it this morning. Y'all can help me out if you find it. We had one case without an attorney.
There's a gentleman raising.
We had
his
one
hand.
other one we just did, but there were two.
Justin Davis. Oh.
There it is. William Bracken. Is William Bracken here? You have him having an attorney appointed? Okay. This is case number 2022 CF 1709. Is Mr. William Bracken here? William Michael Bracken?
Your Honor, if I may look, I think that could be mine.
Okay.
What number is it?
It's 22 CF 1709.
Your Honor, yes, in this particular case, I do not know why Mr. Brackett is not present, but at the direction of Mr. Ankers, we will be entering a null pros at this time.
Okay, very good. Okay, I think the rest are yours, Ms. Flowers, for the morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Russell, I made an announcement that we'll be starting with the PD's cases in the afternoon. If you're welcome to stay, but if you were trying to meet with people, you're welcome to do that.
Yes, sir.
So we'll start up at 1:30. Okay.
Your Honor, I wanted to briefly recall a case that we issued a capias on, Mr. Flores.
Okay. Do
He,
you have a number?
yes, he's number 105 on my docket.
Okay, hold on just a second. Did you say Flores?
Yes,
Okay, we got that.
yes, Flores, first name's, is it Curran?
Curran Flores.
And 22 CF 1562, I think we thought he was not present and issued a capias. I would ask to withdraw that. He is present, and I've informed him, I would ask on behalf for his case to be continued to 10/24, and this is the one that we'll be withdrawing from, and he'll get a new attorney.
Okay. The court will continue the case to 10/24.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores, we don't ask people to dress up in a silly coat when you come to court, but if I got to wear this silly dress, you got to at least put long pants on. Fair enough?
You got it, you got it.
Okay, thank you. Okay. You want me to announce that, or you want to go, you want to call them out if you don't?
Okay. Ms. Matthews? Your Honor, this is Ms. Savannah Lee Matthews is present and approaching. She's 111 on my docket. Case number 22 CF 1077. We have reached an agreement with the state.
Okay,
May I approach with the agreement?
you may, thank you. Thank you.
And, Your Honor, Ms. Matthews would like to withdraw her previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest. As charged in the information, count 1, she would be adjudicated guilty and given credit for time served. On count 2, she would be adjudicated guilty, 12 months of community control, $515 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 cost of defense, 50 hours of community service work, complete a substance abuse evaluation and any recommended treatment, no trespassing at Tractor Supply, and do not consume any alcohol or controlled substances without a prescription.
That's the agreement, Judge.
Did I hear you say 12 months of community control? I'm reading 24 months on the plea and
Oh.
sentencing agreement.
Your Honor, I marked through
That's all right.
marked through that one.
That's all right, I just want, as long as we're on the same page, that's all that matters. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Matthews, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, you heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement. Is that your understanding what the plea agreement is?
Yes, sir.
And I see you've signed the plea and sentencing agreement. Have you gone over this to make sure you understand kind of the legal ramifications? Because you're waiving a lot of rights by entering into this plea agreement, right to go to a trial, confront witnesses, limits your right to an appeal, a lot of legal stuff that goes into this plea agreement. Have you gone over all that, had all your questions answered of your attorney? Okay. And you do understand that by entering into this, this will be a final adjudication? Okay. And obviously, no other court hearings, et cetera. You believe it's in your best interest to enter into this plea agreement? Okay. Very good. Based upon, and the defense is in agreement with the score sheet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. So, Ms. Matthews, the court will accept your plea agreement, and the court will, on count 1, petty theft, there'll be an adjudication of guilt, credit for time served. Count 2, adjudication of guilt, 12 months of community control, a number of other court costs, and no trespassing, all this that's contained in there. You've gone over this and you understand that? Okay, very good. Any questions?
Could we waive cost of supervision in that as
Yes,
well?
we'll waive cost of supervision. Make sure and go over in detail with the probation about community control. Community control, there's another term for it that I like, it's a lot better, it's a lot more accurate. It's called house arrest. That's what community control, well, I'm saying, but you need to understand what that is, because we want you to be successful. There's a lot of do's and don'ts and cans and when you can go out, et cetera. Open your lines of communication, stay in good communication with the probation officer so you can be successful. We don't want to have you come back in, and because the next step to community control is not where you want to go. Okay? Thank you.
Ms. Murray?
Murray?
Yes. Number 113, Heather Denise Murray is present and approaching, 22 CF 1025. We have reached an agreement with the state. If I may approach with the agreement.
You may. Thank you. Thank you.
And Ms. Murray would like to withdraw her previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest. As charged, the terms of the plea would be a withhold of adjudication, credit for time served, $515 in court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 cost of defense, all the monies to be paid within 180 days and then to collections.
That's the agreement.
Very good. And the defense is in agreement as to the score sheet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Murray, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? So you heard a lot of the questions I've been asking people, and I ask you the same ones. Just want to make sure you understand what you're doing. It's free and voluntary. So you heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, credit for time served, withhold adjudication, cost and fees got to be paid within 180 days. Is that your understanding of what the agreement is?
Yes, sir.
And you signed the plea and sentencing agreement. Did you get a chance to go over this with your attorney in detail? Make sure you had all your legal questions answered regarding this? And do you believe it's in your best interest to enter into this plea agreement? Okay. Very good. Based upon that, the court will accept your plea agreement, withhold adjudication, you'll get credit for time served, and the cost and fees payable within 180 days, and it'll go to collections as contained in the agreement. Okay, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Jason Phipps. Mr. Jason Carl Phipps is approaching in 22 CF 1197. Your Honor, we're asking for a continuance to set depositions.
Relatively new case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Continued at 1024. Okay, stay in good contact, sir. So Varvel, is that the next one?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Varvel is present and approaching. Let me make sure everything is signed. She is going to enter into a PTI agreement. Do we need a copy for the clerk?
I'm sorry?
Let me, actually, can we pass this one for just a second? I completely forgot to go over a certain, we've got to get a plea agreement written up as well.
Wilson, Bailey Wilson.
Ms. Wilson, Bailey Wilson.
Bailey Wilson.
Your Honor, I haven't had any contact. She doesn't appear to be present.
Wilson.
State would ask for a capias, Your Honor.
22 CF 954, the court will issue a no bond capias.
And Your Honor, I think we skipped over this one at the beginning, but Mr. Michael Huertas.
Right, hold on a second. Michael, how do you pronounce it? Huertas?
Huertas.
Huertas.
Come forward. Huertas.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Huertas. And he's present in 22 CF 1375. Your Honor, we're asking for a continuance in this matter.
Date? Court will enter a continuance till 10/24.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
And I
I've
think
got-
we had passed.
Your Honor, but for the record, Your Honor, he does score, and we had made a downward departure offer, so we are revoking our offer.
And I had gone over that with my client, that he does score 24 months DOC. The state had made an offer, a probation offer this cycle, and he's aware that that offer was going to be revoked today.
Yes? You're aware of that? Yes, sir, I am. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm glad. And then we have is Ms. Hudson here?
Who?
Monica Hudson. We had skipped over her earlier.
What number is she?
She is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And if I could just have one moment with her.
Sure.
right, Your Honor, we have reached an agreement with the state in this matter. If I may approach
You
with
may.
the agreement. Sorry, let me just switch these out. All right, this is, again, Monica Lynn Hudson, and 21 CF 346, Jennifer Flowers on her behalf. Today, Ms. Hudson would like to withdraw her previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest. In count 1, she's going to plead to a lesser included offense of sell, manufacture, deliver, or possess with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver, a second-degree felony, level 5. That requires no minimum mandatory sentence. The agreed-upon sentence would be an adjudication of guilt, 4 years probation, enter and successfully complete Keaton inpatient treatment, and she is to do that to get enrolled and take Keaton within 60 days. Obtain a substance abuse evaluation and recommended treatment after release from Keaton. $615 in court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 cost of defense, waive cost of supervision, and 50 hours of community service work. On count 2, it would be an adjudication of guilt and credit for time served. That's the agreement, Judge.
Very good. Ms. Hudson, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Speaking to that mic for me.
Yes.
You heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement, which is also contained in the plea and sentencing agreement that you signed.
Yes.
Is that the terms that you agree to?
Yes.
State needs to sign. The state. That's all right. So, Ms. Hudson, I just need to ask you a couple questions to make sure you understand. This is an interesting, and I want you to be aware of this. You know, I'm sure you've gone over with your attorney, but I want to emphasize it. Because obviously, I can see why you would want this. This is a good agreement, a good plea agreement. You're not going to jail, and 4 years probation is a long time, and there's some substance abuse evaluation. These are all important things. This isn't the end, this is the beginning. But you need to also understand what you're up against here with these maximum sentences. You're looking down the barrel of, figuratively speaking, of a very serious prison time. And so what I'm suggesting to you, ma'am, is whatever you got inside yourself, this is the time that you try and make this work. Okay? And everybody in this court system understands dealing with substance abuse. I'm not short-sighted, I'm not downplaying it like it's easy for you to say. But this is your time to try and do this, because you're still looking down very serious. You're on probation. These are very serious charges, and you have very serious maximums on them. So I just want to make sure you're kind of committed. Sometimes, when you force somebody to put it on and say, you committed to doing it, you personally, because that's been my experience, is that when you deal with substance abuse, a lot of it has to do with right here. Whether you have the want to make a change, because it ain't easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but are you willing to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand that by entering into this plea agreement, I suspect you do know, you're waiving the right to go to a trial, you're giving up a number of valuable legal rights by doing this, mainly to confront witnesses, etc. You believe this is in your best interest to enter into this plea? You do understand that the maximums are out there, and you are agreeing that these are, you're agreeing to a guilty plea on both these charges. You understand that? Okay. Do you have any other questions of your attorney? Do you believe you've gotten good legal representation on this?
With the 50 hours community service, do I have to do that before I go to Keaton, or just anytime?
That's just during the terms of the probation, you'll have to do your 50. Is that right, Mr. Barry?
Okay.
Just during the terms of the probation, right? No. Okay. The Keaton's the most, that's the start. That's the one that, you have to focus on as soon as possible and then go from there. Okay. Based upon your testimony here today, the court will accept your plea agreement. As to count 2, adjudication of guilt, credit for time served. You'll have a lesser included offense. As to count 1, sale, manufacture, delivery with intent to distribute. And you'll have, the core of this is the 4 years of probation, Keaton inpatient, successful, follow-up, evaluation, et cetera, and all the fees and costs as well. Okay? Cost of supervision will be waived.
And Your Honor, I've spoken to Flowers about this, and I also contacted the Keaton program.
Yes.
Due to the fact that she has not been screened for the program yet.
Okay.
I told Ms. Flowers how to go about getting her screened. If for some reason she does not qualify for Keaton, I will reach out to Ms. Flowers and tell her, and then I assume we'll have to come back to court.
We'll bring it back, I assume. That's what we would do. Okay.
Thank you. But
Very
we'll
good.
get on getting her screened immediately.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, anything else? What's that? Prince. Very good. Thank you. Ma'am, we gotta get fingerprints.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Ms. Barville?
What case?
Your Honor, this is case number 22 CF 1547. Ms. Barville?
Okay,
If I could just have a moment with her.
Sure.
Your Honor. Okay. All right, Your Honor. This is going to be a plea. She's going to withdraw her previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest as charged, to possession of controlled substance and possession of paraphernalia. And the terms would be that she complete the PTI program. And upon completion of PTI successfully, this charges will be dismissed, is my understanding.
That's the state's agreement, Your Honor.
okay.
So let me get her to just sign this. All right, Your Honor, may I approach?
You may. Thank you. Okay. Ms. Farville, would please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You heard the terms of the plea agreement that your attorney just set forth. Is that your understanding? So you got to do the pretrial intervention program.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got to fulfill that successfully, and you can come back and get your charges dismissed. But if you don't, come back into court, you have to deal with these charges that do, contain potential for incarceration. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do understand that by entering into this plea and sentencing agreement, you're waiving the right to go to a trial, giving up some rights in order to do that. Do you believe it's in your best interest to do that?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you had all your legal questions answered from your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
I see you signed the plea and sentencing agreement. I assume you've gone over this with your attorney in
Yes.
detail?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea agreement of that you would enter the pretrial intervention and successfully complete the program.
Thank you,
Okay?
Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Other than Mr. Williams, do we have any other cases?
I believe that's all I have other than Mr. Williams.
I think that's all we've got, right, other than Mr. Williams? Bring Mr. Williams back out.
Your Honor, if we could address Eric Darting, if we could continue that to 9/6.
Which one is that?
Eric Darting, 22 CF 1497. We had approached the bench on that.
I know, but I
think it's
lost.
101 on my docket.
Don, keep it.
If we could address his status on 9/6, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, we had a capias, you want to do a?
If you
Okay.
would just hold off on the capias until 9/6.
We'll continue it to the docket day on September 6th at 9 a.m. Okay, thank you.
Right over here, sir.
We're here on case number 2022 CF 526. Now, Mr. Williams, the court was informed prior to your case being called that and you confirmed it when I asked you if you had been drinking. And you said that you were. And so I understand that you have submitted a breathalyzer test. What is the results of that? Point. .204. Okay. So that confirms, obviously, what you said. So it is the practice of this court, and I'm never happy to do this, but it is the practice of this court that when you are incarcerated and appear before the court, that you be held in direct criminal contempt for appearing in court intoxicated. Now, the court finds that based upon not only the breathalyzer, but also the fact that you stated such. Now, is there any reason that the court should not hold you in contempt?
Honor, my apologize to this court, my apologize to the world. But I have worked on government job. If I don't drink, it sort of like control my body. My apologies for drinking in your courtroom and stuff like that. But if I don't drink, then I don't feel right.
Ms. Flowers, is there anything? The court does find that he is in direct criminal contempt, and before I sentence him to anything, you obviously have the right to, as does your attorney, as does your client, if he wishes to make any statement to the court.
To the court that I believe Mr. Williams is a severe alcoholic, and I think what he's trying to tell the court is that he has to drink to be able to function. So I would ask, the court to take that into consideration when sentencing. Find him in contempt, just
Does the state have any input in this?
No, Your Honor, I'll leave it in the discretion of the court as to the sentence for the direct contempt of court. However, I would ask that the court modify any conditional release that he's on with pretrial services. I would make an ordinance motion for the court to include no alcohol or drugs while he's on pretrial release, whether he's in jail or out of jail.
Some people had and get that intoxicated.
Is that correct with the pretrial services? I didn't know if you were checking on that. Was there some question of what?
I know he was just stating that I think that he's been on.
I think that's an appropriate requirement, although I'm concerned that he wouldn't be able to, that it would set him up for failure. But I think, as a general rule, that not having any, particularly in this case, not having any prescription drugs that you're not prescribed or alcohol,
Sure.
unless prescribed,
Sure.
if you're
Your
out.
Honor, Your Honor, can I please have a word with you? I have a daughter. She got a hornet inside her stomach. She about to pass away. Now, please let me go home so I can see my daughter.
Well, your daughter is not being helped by you being in a state of intoxication, and just in reviewing your file, it seems like that's front and center on the charge itself. So, but I'm not really addressing that charge. I'm addressing the direct criminal contempt. It's my hope that perhaps you can meet with your attorney, but the court's going to sentence you to 3 days in the county jail. And we have hearings this Thursday, and I'm ordering that this case be brought back on Thursday, and that we look at the whole case, and we see positive resolution. Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing this, I'm required to do it because.
Please let me go home.
Because of the fact that you're here intoxicated. But more importantly, I'm here doing it to try and protect you against yourself. And trust me, the court's it's not something that I cherish, having to do this. We want you to get the help that you need. But at this point, the court is ordering the 3 days in the jail. Your attorney's going to come talk to you while you're there, okay? Okay, thank you. Go ahead with Mr. Steve.
Your Honor, what if you had a daughter? What if you had your people that backed down on you? What would you do?
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams, court's got it. Court's made its decision. Go on.
You both just know me, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're on camera that now.
Okay.
More issue?
Sure.
Could we,
With Mr.
approach-
Williams?
Not on Mr. Williams, on Ms.
Okay.
Hudson.
Yeah, come on.
If we could approach the state.